So, hello, viewers. It's a long time since we posted a success story. That's bad shit. I've been posting regularly. Yep, we are tied up with too many stuff. We missed it. Sorry for that. At the same time, last 10 days, we have a bunch of people cleared PMP. So in next few days, we're going to get a lot of success stories. I know you are all preparing for the exams, but at the same time, you want to listen to the story. What happened to you? How you cleared? That's a question we have. So we have Ravi in front of us who cleared PMP. Not recently, he did a little early. June he did when he got busy with his work and we got sometime busy. We couldn't do that. So first, congratulations, Ravi, for this good achievement on June 26th.
Hey, thanks, Sriram. Again, thanks to entire Sri Learning team and specifically you, because you're the man behind the success.
So humble you are. So I had to share the certificate. Here it goes. Here it goes. There is a certificate. Ravi, PMP professional. 26 June, he cracked. He has 3 years of validity. It's going to happen more. So now, first let's understand from Ravi. Ravi, what is the role you play in corporate?
Yes, basically I'm working in a company called Aequs Aerospace. This is an aerospace component manufacturing company. And the activities which I'm handling is pre-sales and post-sales activities. And handling the OEMs, global OEMs, maybe like all the tier ones and global OEMs. So is what I'm handling.
Okay. Okay.
So it's an end-to-end role, right from the quotation stage till the product goes and fits into the original equipment.
Wow.
So basically, we're responsible for that.
I think you are the right person to talk a lot about management end to end, isn't it? So I think when you read the books of PMP, you would have felt a lot of connection. What you do?
Yes, I think actually the processes what we have, I think they are not. But I can say that it is not completely new. It is not completely new. But what happens is when we try to when we study PMP and then try to correlate with our day-to-day activities, then that time it becomes a challenge because we'll not be able to match it because the standard is somewhere else and we are not able to match that standard. Maybe that's the reason why PMP is so difficult.
I understand. Now, after learning, you get some temptation. Let me apply some of this, what you have learned there.
Yes, exactly. So now, like whenever we see something new, something like being done in the organization, we feel that okay, there are a lot of best practices which can be applied here, and we have already started implementing a few of the like daily stand-ups and all these things, small steps. Maybe now after me clearing this, there's a lot of maybe around 14, 15 people from our organization have already joined Sri Learning, and I think recently they have completed the batch also, and they are preparing for the exam.
Nice. So now the flavor is spreading. So
yes.
so people will talk more about it. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So I think that the industry where you are, it's good, and more importantly, they need a process in place. If not, we will not able to deliver it on time. We may slip out, right? There is a process needed. Very good. Super great. So you got an inspiration. Is there any specific inspiration in your corporate or your personal life made you to think of this certification?
Yes, it's a long story actually. In 2018, my ex-managers, they had like they thought about this PMP certification, and around 4 to 5 people, we had this like the trainer came to the company, and then the specific training was given. And after that, I think where we lacked was we did not have any guidance of how exactly to read this, and that's where which was lacking. And unfortunately, none of us cleared during that point of time. We gave the exam in like 3 or 4 months of span, and just reading PMBOK and trying to correlate with what we were doing at that point of time. I think that was the gap which we had, and we did not give any mocks, and we just appeared for the exam. And basically, we had taken it very lightly, I think, and the seriousness or the proper path was not known at that point of time. But maybe this again, it when I was going through some LinkedIn posts, and I came across few of the my ex-colleagues, and ex-colleagues were posting the success stories and their certificates on LinkedIn, and they were tagged they had tagged Sri Learning and you. So I just browsed some of the posts, and then I had just subscribed the Shri Learning channel on the YouTube. And
Uh-huh.
that's it. Like after that, I'd never thought about that. But one specific day, I think in December 2020, there was a video coming up from you, which spoke about not only spoke about PMP, but also it spoke about you spoke very nicely about the how you have to focus on the health, then the family, the learning, and then the wealth. So automatically, so that kind of like triggered me, saying that okay, this is something different. I think maybe going to this particular person, I think there's something different. Like we'll be able to achieve something different and learn something different. So immediately I contacted Rahul and I joined the Jan batch. And by June I was certified.
Nice. So some life coaching point also helped there.
Yes, yes.
Thanks for the trust. And for information from your organization, I found around a bunch of people in the August batch. So
Yeah.
soon you will hear a lot of PMP jargons there around you.
Yes, yes. Definitely. I think recently one of my colleague has also cleared it. Who was like we have three of us, so two of us we have already cleared. So there's one more who will be clearing very soon, and the whole batch. I think by December we'll have a lot of certified PMP professionals in the company.
Wow, that's cool, right? So when everyone speaks the same language, when everybody is aligned, I think the results will be really good in the sense of productive. And there won't be much of conflicts in understanding. You'll be straight line. Perfect. Pretty good.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice inspiration, nice things, all good. Now, people want to know, you come from an industry where you see the whole segment of production or making it happen final end. So do you have some agile flavor there, or how do you got this agile thing in the exam? Were you able to manage?
Yeah. So to answer to this, I think what background we have or what processes we have, this is pretty much a predictive approach, because the process is streamlined. The product, like we have to just develop a product. The manufacturing process is same. So agile was a complete different thing for me. Like we had never come across such a thing. There is a complete different study, I guess, which I'm trying to go through some articles, which is called as agile manufacturing, which is also called as flexible manufacturing system. So that kind of system is already there. But for me, or maybe for the even the other project managers, understanding the agile might be difficult. But I think the way you explain it, I think that later on when I was going through the PMBOK or Rita Mukai, I think I was feeling that agile is more easier than predictive approach or the traditional approach.
Okay. So no, you are not an exception now, because many people from construction manufacturing, the way I ask them agile, they say, now I started liking agile. It's easy to follow.
Really, very true, very true.
Good to know that. But I like the way you show the passion and interest to learn agile, because some of them feel that's an alien. If I'm not going to use it, why should I learn it? That's what they feel. But going forward, one or other way, this agile flavor going to be in our market. So we have to get that.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. So let's talk a little about the exam part. You went for a center base. Is it an proctor? How was the exam?
Yeah, it was actually a proctor-based exam which I had taken. Initially, I had planned for center-based, but because of COVID, again, it got cancelled, and they had asked me to reschedule my examination. So I think I wanted to target it somewhere by end of April or first week of May. But because of some uncertain situations at family, COVID, like my in-laws got COVID positive, and I had to lose my mother-in-law, and the study completely stopped. And maybe again I started somewhere in the month of June, first week, and it was like I thought that instead of traveling, it would be better that we prefer the proctor based. So I spoke to some of the colleagues from my batchmate, specifically like Yatisha and all. So they helped me to understand how the proctor based exam happens, and I had given this exam as a proctor based.
Okay, I know a lot of things happen at family, not easy to take. Yeah, and when you went for the exam, now when you say preparation part, I believe you put some effort there on reading books and taking some practice exams. Did you got the confidence feel while writing the practice exam? I'm ready now. Let me jump in.
Yes, but to be honest, I think I started reading only after the classes. Before that, I had never read anything. Pinbock, like as I said, like in 2018 when we had targeting, that time I had read
Right.
in bits and pieces. But I think Pinbock is such a vast thing, and maybe like it's like a bouncer for us. You keep on reading, but nothing goes into your head. It's like that kind of language is there. Maybe because of the American English, I think it's a bit difficult, is what I felt. Then.
Right.
So the first thing which I chose to read was Rita Mukherjee. So I started reading after the class. Maybe by first week of March I started, but when I was attending your classes, I think I had almost like 50% of the job happens there itself by just reading through by going through your notes or whatever classes you have, the recordings and all. So after that, I think 50% of the job is already done. And after reading Rita Mokai, yeah, by first week of June, I started giving the chapter test as suggested by you, and
Very
I
good.
had prepared a dashboard with all the chapters in it, with all
Uh-huh.
the time taken for solving
Uh-huh.
each of the question, and what are my weak areas, like what are the gaps what we have with respect to those chapters. So I had prepared those remarks, and I was reading again back to back.
Mm.
And I think by first week of June, I had texted you saying that this is my score, and I had taken two full Shri learning mock tests, and
Mm.
my score was like 83 for the first one and about 74 for the second one.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So I
Okay.
was confident, but I think in parallel to that, I was also trying to focus on prepcast few examinations. But I think prepcast was much tougher that time, and my scores were really bad. Like I was not able to score more than 55.
Mm.
So that kind of like shattered my confidence, and I came to you saying that Shriram, nothing is working, and I'm not able to score more than 55 here. So you said that no issues. You asked me to go for the prepcast full exams. I think you said you asked me to go for prepcast exam number 3, 4, and then if time permits, then 1 and 2. I
Mm.
did it. I did third and fourth one. I scored about 69 and 60, something like that. And you said that you're ready now. You should go for the exam. So,
Right.
but still, I was not confident. I did not want to take that chance. And I said that let me have some more test. And then
Okay.
I also gave the first and second. The only thing which I was facing like as a challenge was the time management, because uh, reading those questions and trying to implement that, and then understanding those what exactly the question is asking for, that was taking a lot of time for me. And time was one thing which was worrying me, and that also happened during the exam also.
Okay. Okay. Now exam things coming up. First, good. I heard about the book reading and exam. Very good. Now, timing is becoming a big problem nowadays in exam hall. People have questions left out when they come to the last few minutes. So they have a bunch of questions remaining, but time is very less. So what kind of problem you faced when you go to the main exam?
It was not a problem, but I think it was more of a like initially first it was like a test match for me, like 3 sessions I had. So
Ah.
60, 60, 60. The first, I think I took a lot of time. Maybe I took about 95 minutes or something.
Mm.
And for the second session also, I took about 90 minutes. And I still remember for the last 60 questions, I just had 43 minutes left. And like when I came outside, I just had like during the breaks, I was just having tea. And my family, I had told, I had taken specifically, I just forgot to mention that I had taken the exam like overnight, like it was early morning, like
Oh,
1:15. I had taken the exam,
oh, oh.
and
Sleepy, little slightly.
and yes, but I had practiced for 2 days. I think that was never an issue for me, because I can say that I can wake up at any time and sleep anytime. That's not a problem for me. So
Wow.
I that's not a problem for I don't know how exactly that works, but it's natural to me. So I didn't have that issue. But when my entire family was waiting for me, like it was like a F1 race. When I was coming outside, the tea was ready, everything was ready, and they were just giving me the tea. So I for the third one, the third session, I still remember like my wife was she was telling me, "Don't worry too much. You are going to clear this." So I was feeling that I am fighting so much there inside. I don't know what is happening there, but still, like she was showing that confidence in me, saying that you
Wow.
have studied so much, definitely it'll happen. Don't worry too much about that.
Wow. So
So
look, so
when I went
1 o'clock to 4, 5 o'clock, they were awake all. They're waiting.
yes, my wife was awake, and maybe like my father wakes up at around 3:30, 4 o'clock. He's always wake up. So when I opened the door to announce the result, like everybody was waiting there, and it was like
Wow.
me coming back to the pavilion saying that okay, I've cleared it.
Wow, man! A round of applause for your family. It's,
Yeah, they have been very supportive right through my childhood. So it's like a inspiration, and you feel like doing something for them.
perfectly, right? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they're giving tea in the break. Oh my God. That too, I can imagine the way you say, you open the door, they're waiting near the door. Come on, let's.
Let's do it.
Nice. I like that family support very much. So, how do you catch
Yeah.
up the last 43 minutes, 60 questions? How do you speed up there?
Yeah. So last 43 questions, I think I what I did was like 40 questions. I gave complete attention to that. I took time for that. Maybe like for each question, like I was giving like maybe around 45 to 50 seconds. I've given that, and I
Mhm.
was able to do that. And last 20 questions, I think I had about like maybe 5 to 8 minutes left during that point of time. And what I did was like I remembered you saying in one of the classes saying that sometimes the last part of the question and the answer itself
Yep.
will give you the hint. So I've just
Yep.
done that. So reading the entire, like just trying to understand whether the process is asking for the approach of predictive to agile, or what exactly is happening, and then reading what the question exactly asked for, and then
Uh,
trying to find out the answers, best answers. Basically what I felt, Sriram, like after all this was like it is like a rule. Like there are few set of rules for the project manager which he has to follow.
mm, uh,
And
I can
yeah,
see you.
few, yes. So there are few set of rules for a project manager which they have to follow. And
Mm,
the answer, when we read like the question, like it'll try to divert you saying that okay, the project is like dying, or there's a firefighting going on, everything. But there's one simple thing which has like which is the thing which the project manager has to do. I think
mm.
that is where the answer lies. So that thing I applied for the last 20, and I think it worked. And I was surprised to see that the scores were like for all the areas were like about target, and it was good.
Perfect. I got the point. I think this is going to help many people who are preparing for the exams. Look at the role of the manager properly. Look at the servant
Yeah,
leader roles, what are it is. If you're aligned, maybe any question you'll be able to target. Okay,
yeah.
that makes very sensible one. Perfect, great, nice to know. And did you felt that when you click the last button, you will be certified? You have that feel, that confidence?
Uh, Maybe I back of the mind it was like I knew that it will happen, but maybe because of time I thought maybe last 20, if I just answered all the wrong thing, maybe like I might just like be somewhere in between, like need
Uh,
improvement, last bar of the need improvement maybe there. But nothing happened like that. So good thing.
Great. Good. In the practice exams, I've seen your scores are really good. It means you are pretty. So first itself, 80% you got, which is not easy. Usually 80 people don't get in the first exam. There'll be a 55, 54. That's a good score. It means your question processing ability is pretty good. That's the meaning of it. Superb. Very good. So I can see the family support there. It's a full, rightly you said, Formula One race. The whole family team effort happened. So how is it in the corporate? Did you announce it in the corporate? Man, I done with the PMP. How do they look at?
Yeah, I think like that. As I said, like already there's a bunch of people which have already come to you for
Inspired.
the coaching.
Inspired.
Yeah, yes,
Mm.
yes. So definitely that is added advantage. Maybe now also the organization expects us to do a lot of things, a lot of new things, improvements.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like never ending journey, right? So
Right.
we keep on moving and trying to implement new things, and trying to improvise where we are, so that
Perfect.
maybe the everything will be fine. Yeah.
Superb. So first, thanks a lot, Ravi, for coming up here. And I really like the way the family supported your preparation, the inspiration, all are good. So if you want to give any quick tips for the people who are preparing, what will be your thoughts?
Quick tips. I think I've already spoken about that. The first thing is you have to just focus on the classes what you give. The
Right,
recordings, I think those are like 50% is what happens there itself. So
right,
uh, coming with a clean slate, with no trying with not correlating with what day-to-day job we are doing, and coming with a clean slate of mind, and then trying to understand from you over the classes, that is 50%. 25% I think is all by reading books, understanding some videos, going through YouTubes or maybe Sri Learning
Right.
notes and all. So that is 25%. And the most important thing will be giving the book, because that is where you actually apply the knowledge, what you have learned, of the balance 75. And that 25% becomes more crucial to clear the exam, because there your brain is being tested there. You know the theory and everything, but to implement it when the question is asking, it's like completely different. So that helps. So giving mocks is really important according to me.
Right, that makes sense. Superb. I think it's valuable points from you. I appreciate it. Superb. Once again, thanks a lot, and keep shining more, because getting the certificate gives you a confidence that I can do more. All right. So it gives a booster. Okay, I have a discipline in place. I'm very systematic in my time management, and I can do more in my life. That's a confidence as PMP gives. So want to see you achieve more in your life. Good wishes.
Thank you, Sriram.
Right. And thanks for coming up here. And again, in the sense of thanks for being an inspiration in your corporate, because I found a bunch of people in the last batch. And again, current batch, which is starting on October 2nd, I found another few people from your company.
Yes.
So, look like you become an inspiration person. People are looking at you, man, I want to be like Ravi. Cool. Okay. All the viewers, thanks for watching this video. I'm sure Ravi inputs helped you. And the way look at his family support, every family supports us. And I'm sure that you're also collaborating that way. Some people keep it as a secret agenda. Don't inform their family. Don't inform the corporate. They do that. It's a little more pressure for you. Better inform some people so they can also guide you, share some pressure from you. Yeah, that's a point. Super. Thanks once again. Good wishes, Ravi.
Thank you, Sriram. Thank you so much.